check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Underwood to throw. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Down. Ready? Blue 22. Stay up. Stay up.
Trying to move them on the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it again. Man, through the contact. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll work his way down to the
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30. Red 25.
On the ground, it's Marshall. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. That one never had a chance, incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Just a terrible, terrible mistake, so instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Underwood. Here's a heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Moore. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes a grab and room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Moore to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got him this time. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. More to the air again. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to get everyone on the same page. Complete in the middle. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Ducks will try to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Ducks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Here we go.
throwing, Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down.
Wide 80. Wide 80. Bang, bang, bang.
They'll leave it with him. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pressure coming. Finds a crease at the 20. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Quick release by the QB.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Here's Underwood to throw. Going long. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Underwood in the gun on third down. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If you're the defense, you've got to finish the play. They had the quarterback. They had him corralled in the backfield, just not able to get him down on the ground. And you see against this type of back,
might have a chance. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to ride this running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets the back moving. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marsh. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays.
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dante Moore. It's complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Ducks want to move quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore will throw. He'll pull it down. Jukes his way for Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Dante Moore wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Again, it's Moore. Tosses it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Moore from the gun on third down. The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball. They forced 3 straight incompletions here with their back.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fourth down, Moore. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ducks. Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Underwood to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Moore to the air. Under fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Quarterback keeps it. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go right back downfield. Under fire. Breaks loose. Got a first down. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And send the tight end in motion. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Gain of 25 on the play.
The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Moore will throw. Release to the back. Caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
More to the air again. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Underwood. On target. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Underwood on the play action. Makes the catch. And the defense drags him down.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They're dealing with a second and long. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Now facing a third and long. The run inside. It's Marshall. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Underwood. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing game.
Dante Moore going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Plows through the defense. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. He's loose at the 15. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 20.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Underwood. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Man, they have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Sends it back in motion. More to throw for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching?
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start looking for a deep man. Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. The tag. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Coming out with it, it's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Moore to throw. Working that left side now. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore to the air. On the run, fires downfield. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Moore with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Ducks. And the route is on.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's a heat. Being chased. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's taking the shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
56, Michigan, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running free. Touchdown, Michigan. Rolled his way into the end zone.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they did tack on the extra point.
56, Michigan, 31.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throwing more. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Moore. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's loose. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Underwood. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. And tackled there by the defense. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Motion from the back. Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They get to him as he throws.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throwing, Underwood. Got his man in the middle. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Wants to throw, it's Underwood. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making side adjustments here. Again, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
More play action. Looking to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play, because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll go play action with Moore. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. A little trickery, and they He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Oregon, 75. Michigan, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might as well stick with him. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Moore. He's got him in the flat. Looking for the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job, Pete.
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he tacked on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Back has it. Gives it on the option. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. There's a crease. Picks up the first down. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone.
Breaks into the open. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. And they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan. Took it all the way back to the house.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Moore with the play fake. Deep throw off his back foot. Makes a deep grab. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Throwing Moore. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.